What is up, A-Team? Welcome back. AuzSOME here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day, or not, depending on where, but hope it's awesome. And I know you're having an awesome day because the best news actually hit the markets today. If you guys don't know, anyone that doesn't, a lot of you guys know already, that he has the case against XRP, Ripple. Probably the biggest news that we've had in all year for me personally. I mean, it's probably some of the biggest news that we've had. Super excited for it. I think a lot of us had anticipated this. We've obviously talked about it a ton about the SEC dropping this, when it was going to come. But I officially can say that I feel for the first time, probably ever, that the attack on crypto has officially come to an end. It is officially over. After the SEC's dropped this case with Ripple, this is the biggest. If this is the biggest, not even close. The Ripple lawsuit was the biggest crypto case in the history of crypto, and it's officially come to an end. So I can sit here and say, without a doubt, that this has officially ended any attack on crypto, at least for the next 4 years. And I'm just super excited about it. It is nice to wake up and see that Ripple is absolutely just ripping, no pun intended there. But it's nice to be up 17%. Obviously, the markets are coming down over the last hour. They've come down slightly. I mean, Ripple is still about $2.51. But dude, we are just trading this at $2 like a week ago. We're trading at 225. People were asking me last night or yesterday on stream, can we still get to that 225? The answer is at that time, no. I guess now, no. Will it drop back down? It could, right? We don't know what today is going to bring. Obviously, we have a lot of things to talk about. The FOMC meetings today. This is a big day. This is such a big day. I can't even describe. Last time I had this much excitement getting on stream, knowing that we have the Ripple lawsuit finally coming to an end. We have the FOMC meeting today with the economic projections. There's so much out there right now. Watcher Guru just put out that the Solana will have its first ETF dropping tomorrow. I'm actually kind of shocked to see that Solana hasn't actually increased more in price off of that announcement that an ETF is going to be dropping. So that's positive to hear. And overall, it's exciting. I appreciate everyone being here, going through the hard times of the XRP throughout the years. And, here we are, man. Dude, the sky's the limit for XRP now. Just so thankful that I bought into XRP a long, long time ago. We're sitting on it. And I honestly, the future's so bright for crypto. The future's so bright for XRP. Like I weight got lifted off my chest, this morning when I read this. And so I just, it's nice to see. It really is. We're talking years and years of this going on, years and years of accumulating XRP. And I finally feel like the training wheels, or whatever you want to call it, the shackles have finally gotten, ripped off. And I honestly believe an IPO is going to be massive for XRP. The IPO, so not only do you have an ETF for XRP that's going to be coming, guaranteed now, without question, you got an IPO now that we've talked about for years, an IPO that without a doubt, I'm like, again, maybe there's some doubt in terms of we don't know when, but I could say that probably here in 2025, an IPO, which will probably be the largest IPO in the history of IPOs, is going to launch in Ripple. And people can say whatever they want to say. I don't really care. It's going to be big. And I think a lot of us are excited about that. And I just, appreciate you guys being here. And we have a big day, jam-packed day today. As you guys can see right now, the markets are looking fairly good. I mean, we're back up 4.22%, up to 2.78 trillion in terms of market cap for the global crypto scale here. Bitcoin back above 80. It's 84. It's up above 85 earlier this morning. Ethereum back above 2,000. Really big for Ethereum right there, up 8% over the last 24 hours. And number 3 right here in XRP is up over 12% in the last 24 hours, up 14% in the last 7 days. So looking really, really good. Like I said, Solana right now sitting around roughly, over just 6% up. I thought this would actually be more with that ETF announcement by Watcher Guru, which just came out. If you guys don't know, Watcher Guru actually just posted about this. Had to have been literally 15 minutes ago. It says just in the first Solana ETF to launch in the US tomorrow. That's actually pretty damn big if you think about it. So shocked that that's not moving around, but everything's coming back. But this last hour, these next couple hours are going to be very, very volatile, I think. As much as we have green in the day, we have a lot of things coming with the economic projections. As you guys know, this is probably the biggest day for us. I mean, we have the Feds will be coming out with their rate projections. And again, this isn't just what they're going to do today, but they're also going to give you an economic forecast of what's going to happen for the rest of the year, right? That's the goal here. And so we're going to have to really listen closely as to what Powell says today and where we're at. One really good thing that came out today is right here. You have Bank of America CEO says the economic growth is better than people think. We talked about this a couple days ago. I said that even Jerome Powell came on live the other day. It had been last week. I think he was live talking at an event, and he basically said that basically the economy is in actually a good condition. So when it's in good condition, he obviously wants to cut rates even slower. And I think right now there's been a lot of talk about the recession. There's been obviously GDP's down. We're down to 1.7%, the lowest we've been down since September of 2024. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about where this is going to go. Or sorry, it was 2020, September of 2020. Was it 2024? I have to go back and look at the chart. But basically what it comes down to is I do feel that there's probably a strategy here with the Trump administration to suppress the markets so that we actually do have rate cuts. We want rate cuts to come down. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we want rates cuts to come down. I mean, the only way you're going to actually even have a bigger economic boom is if rate cuts are actually significantly down. People are not going to go buy houses. People aren't going to go buy cars. There's not going to be any big purchases. Businesses aren't going to take out loans because they don't want to pay the APR that's out there, or the APY that's out there right now on these percentages. So really what it comes down to here is how fast can we get these rates down? So this is Trump actually coming out here and trying to, I wouldn't say manipulate the market, but he's definitely suppressing the market some way, somehow with his tariff discussion. And obviously everyone is fearful of the tariffs coming here in April. But in all reality, I think that we're actually setting ourselves up for some positive things here. And that's basically because we're gonna actually have rate cuts. If you guys don't remember, January, live on stream. Remember the first crash that we had was because Jerome Powell came out and said that we weren't going to have any rate cuts in 2025. All the banks came out and said we weren't going to have any rate cuts in 2025. The market took a dump overnight because of that. Now the discussion's being into where we could have two or more. We're actually hedging. 77% of the people out there believe that we're going to have two or more rate cuts coming here in 2025. You know how big that is? We went from zero. We actually went from from two rate cuts in 2025 to zero, back up to 2+ rate cuts here in 2025. Like, that's ginormous. That's a lot of positivity for 2025. So regardless of how everyone feels, all this discussion about a recession, everyone, coming out here and saying recession watch, all these tabloids and saying this kind of stuff, realize the economy is actually in a really good spot, and rates are coming down. And in all reality, I mean, we have inflation coming down. We have spending's going up. I mean, when you really look at it, it's really not as bad as people think it is. But we got rates. We need rates to come down. And today's gonna be interesting. Today, I don't think we're gonna have a rate cut today. Some people are projecting that. I think there's a 0% chance people are projecting that we're gonna have any rate cuts. So I don't think we're gonna have a rate cut today. It would be shocking if we did do a rate cut. We'll probably, like I said, hold off until probably May. That would be my assumption. Is May we'll probably have our first rate cut. But again, a lot of things are positive leading up to today and tomorrow. And again, separate the markets from cryptocurrency. The attack on crypto is over, dude. We're going to prosper like none other. There's going to be so many projects that are coming to the space. They're going to be legit. A lot of companies are going to come over here to the United States and start building. I think that people are starting to realize that the SEC is no longer going to be putting their thumb down and suppressing crypto. And I just couldn't be more excited. Like, I literally was so giddy this morning. Just wild, dude. I'm definitely going to be covering the Jerome Powell speak. I'll be on here for a couple hours, probably chilling with you guys. So I do want to say what's up to everyone here. Sorry, I went on a rant there. I was excited today. Had to get it off my chest for you guys. And I do want to say what's up to everyone over here on TikTok as well. Super bullish news. Hell yeah, Ryan. I'm overly bullish today. Like, I can't even describe the feeling that I had. I'm kind of like, I should have got on early. I was thinking about getting on at 9 a.m. But in all reality, I was just like, you know what, dude, I'm just going to just wait till 10 a.m. and get on. So rate cuts in a couple months, not this week. Yeah, it's not going to happen this week. I agree, Royal Decor. It's not going to happen this week, but rate cuts are definitely going to be coming here. Like I said, this is huge for crypto right now. I mean, this is the most talked about thing in crypto. I don't think there's anything bigger than this discussion being had right now. SEC officially drops the Ripple XRP lawsuit. This is the moment we've been waiting for, and I honestly couldn't be more excited. The ETF door opens up for XRP. The IPO for Ripple opens up. So many things are going to be coming now, and I have zero question about it. Zero question about this stuff moving forward now. This is why I love this channel. Austin actually explains why. I appreciate that. Thank you for explaining why rate cuts are important. No problem. No problem. Albert, are we there yet? We're getting there, man. We're getting there, dude. Appreciate you guys being here. Seiko, I just got your thing. I'll definitely play that here during the stream at some point. I appreciate you, man. I can't wait to hear the song. Will XRP continue to go up from here? There's nothing suppressing it now, dude. The only thing suppressing it now are people that are putting shorts in on it. Which, by the way, let's actually really jump into this here. This came out 2 hours ago. It says top trader says that XRP will crash hardest amongst majors. He opens a massive $1 million short. And as you guys can see, they did open up $1 million short. And literally a couple hours later, the news came out that the SEC came and we actually exploded here. And, pretty funny to me that, we're sitting here going, the XRP short came in. It was a 10x leverage. Next thing you know, he said right here that the liquidation was at 249.98. It says that's where the liquidation position's at. And this thing went up to 257, if you guys don't know. So this position got absolutely destroyed. Again, so if you're shorting XRP, this is the last time you should be shorting or doing margin trades on a market like this. First of all, let's get that straight. If you're a trader, margin trading in this market is just a recipe for getting literally liquidated. People that think they know the markets really don't know the markets. And the people that actually do know the markets are the whales and the people out there that have hundreds of millions of dollars that can actually move a market. So just realize that if you're putting your money in there, it is literally gambling with money. But hey, to each your own on this. Do what you think is best. Hey, appreciate the shades, whatever that is. What is it? Sunglasses? Thank you so much, PokeTax. That's awesome. Let's get those thumbs up. Yeah, definitely appreciate you, Austin. How the hell gap down on the 5-minute chart? Dude, how are you looking at the 5-minute chart, Justin? 5-minute chart. That's crazy, bro. 5-minute chart. If it hits big, it was nice knowing you. Hell yeah, Moist Mike. I'm with you, dude. Awesome. Good morning, man. What's up, dude? What's up, Luis? I just got a tattoo with the arrow on my arm pointing down. Stupid. You guys are wild, dude. You guys are wild. Austin, your positive has helped all of us through these times. Appreciate you, sir. Oh, Rich, I appreciate you, man. No, it's been great, dude. Like I said, you got to be positive about a lot of these things. Now it's funny though. You have a lot of these you have a lot of the articles out here. XRP targets $30 now. And so it goes from like one dramatic to the next, right? Like, hey, prices are going to crash. We're down. Everything's going to go crazy. Market's going nuts. And then also next thing you know, they're like, $30 XRP, $30 XRP. Here we go. So you're going to see a lot more of this coming out now. A lot more people are going to be talking about this. A lot more people are going to be talking about all the crazy predictions. And, like I said, a lot more clickbait coming this way. I left a super chat. Oh, did you, man? Sorry, I was on a ramble, bro, and I didn't even see. Oh, there you are, man. I see this right here. Thanks so much for the 499 super chat, dude. Thanks for being a safe space throughout the lawsuit. Your optimism has kept me sane. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate all you guys being here, honestly, dude. And thank you so much for the super chat there. I was on a rant, dude. So if I did miss any super chats or things like that, I'm super sorry. I was I was dialed in this morning coming on for the last 13 minutes. So I do appreciate you guys, and I do appreciate this XRP minnow. Yeah, subscriber mode is on, dude. Subscriber mode is on and tight. Austin, how the hell is there? Yeah, I just read that. I'm sorry. I have to scroll back down now. Golf and Rob, dude. 3-month membership. Wow, dude. Appreciate you being here for 3 months, dude. So pumped for today's news. Happy XRP day. Hell yeah, dude. This is known as the XRP day. Mark it on your calendar. March 19th will be XRP day for the remainder of our lives. Ripple not dropping their appeal against the SEC. And I wouldn't either, dude. I wouldn't drop their appeal. Yeah, I mean, thanks so much, Adam, for the 199 super chat there, dude. They're gonna. I mean, the XRP has won. Ripple beat the SEC. It's the first. I think this is actually the first loss by the SEC. I can't tell you the last time. I don't think that they've actually lost a case. This will be the first case going down as the first lost case in SEC history. I think is what it was, if I remember. So yeah, pretty wild when you think about that. The market pump for us to come from intermarket over here in Europe. Oh, nice. He created U.S. sentiment, and many people are avoiding us brands. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, dude. Where's the love for H bar? Yeah, dude. H bar has actually done really well too. Don't get me wrong. H bar's here too. Let's throw some love at H bar. H bar has actually come back up here nice as well. We were talking about again buying this area down here. This thing has come up. Actually hit almost 19. It did hit over 19.5. So really, really good for H bar. A lot of these cryptos, not just XRP, XLM exploded today. Talk about a nice little rally by XLM. I mean, just literally 9 days ago, dude, we were down at 22 cents. This thing is now trading at 28 cents, all the way up to 30. I think it almost hit 30 cents at 31% up. Dude, this is crazy. I mean, H bar is kind of flat. XRP definitely not flat. You can see the XRP chart right here. Look at the fair value gaps on the 4-hour that it left. The 12-hour has left a gap right here around the 230 marker. 230 was always a hurdle for us to get through in the beginning. But now we're right back up here. You can see it hit the 255 marker and has bounced off of it, which is a huge level of resistance right there, which is why I have my line on my chart there. That chart's been there, or that line's been there for quite some time. But it definitely broke through the 245 resistance, way above the 255 resistance. Now we got to build back above this 245 somewhere in this ballpark here and continue to work our way back up. That's kind of where we're at right now. But yeah, this 240 is a really good level of support right here. Let's see if we can stay between the 0.5 on the Fibonacci right here. But it'd be nice to stay above this 240, 245. But today's going to be the day, man. It's going to be interesting to sort of see what happens here. This comes out here in about 45 minutes. We'll actually have what the Feds are going to be doing here. And then around 11:30 Pacific Standard Time, Jerome Powell will be speaking, and I will be broadcasting that as well. So we'll go through, hear what he has to say, and then I'll give you my input on it. And then tomorrow, Dr. Degen, my father, he'll be coming on to talk about it as well. So I'll have a special guest tomorrow with Dr. Degen, and we'll definitely cover a lot of what was rolled out today. So Justin, thanks so much for becoming a member of the A team. You're officially now a member of the channel. Thank you very, very much, my friend, and welcome. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Austin, where's the love for H bar? What time does it starts at 11:30, Joshua. 11:30 is where it starts. The SEC needs to pay us for the damages they cost. Kind of feels that way, right? Unfortunately, Gary Gensler gets a cush job back at MIT, so yeah. Can you explain the two different XRP ledgers? What do you mean two XRP? Well, you have XRP, you have the ledger, which is like the XRPs, then you have like the ledger, which is like the cold storage. Is that what you're talking about, pipeline? Doug, thanks so much for being a member for 2 months, man. Buckle up. The next leg of the bull run starts now. We're really I think I've already said that I'm remain bullish, dude. There's nothing here that we've gone through our ups and downs in the markets, but overall I think I've maintained my bullishness on the market. I know we'll have ups and downs. We'll have this, the markets, like I said, when it comes to XRP's chart is the most bullish chart in crypto. Nothing competes with XRP's chart. Not even Bitcoin, not Ethereum, nothing, dude. Nothing competes with Bitcoin, with XRP's charting right now. And technically, this thing has been trading sideways since roughly around February 3rd. We've gone up, we've come down, we've gone up. We've stayed in this range of around 236 to roughly 618. So you can see a lot of it's being built right here at the 0.5. So, literally 240 is like that's technically a good buy. And we're sitting around 253 right now, but 240, which is the 0.5 area, was a really, that's like obviously a very average buy based off the fib chart. Let's actually look at the chart that we've been over here. Still look at this, dude. We've been in this range from 382 to the 618 in the fib right here. Look at this levels. We've consolidated a lot inside this level right here. I know we've reached these highs, but this is really, really good consolidation here. Let's pull to the day chart. Day chart probably gives us even a better view. Yeah, look at that, dude. We've consolidated so much inside here. Look at that, dude. 243 is the support level here. That means that's like basically like the average of like the average price of XRP at this point is like 243. Actually, it's showing you 237 as actually 237. Right above the 0.5 on the retracement here. This is still like these are good, but like these are good buy zones, and we know what's coming for XRP. Like anyone doubting XRP, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Now with the SEC's lawsuit out there, there's nothing lingering on with the Ripple thing. Dude, it's gonna be wild, dude. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Another streamer was talking about XRP trading at $2 on DEX, but $10 on XRP Ledger. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, it's over, dude. You can go right here. There's you can come over here and listen to Brad Garlinghouse. We could actually listen to this video. It's a really, really good video. I don't know if anyone I'm sure a lot of you guys have already watched this. Let me know. We can play it. It's actually a really good video. If you have not watched this video yet, go over here and watch this video of Brad Garlinghouse. It's on Watcher Gurus posted it. Brad Garlinghouse has posted it. A lot of people have posted it. It's actually a really good, put together video, dude. I like being here when we get positive news. It's a great community. Yeah, I'm with you, Andrew. It's always nice when it's positive, right? The public and private XRP ledgers, the private one, from what I know, has banks on it and testing. Oh, I get what you're saying. There are 2 ledgers that way. I thought you were talking about. Okay, yeah. What Chameleon said here. Appreciate you, man. I'd refuse Gensler as a. What's up, Selmo? Selmo Fudd in the house here. Wesley, what's up, man? Thank you so much for becoming a member of the A team. You're officially now a member of the channel. Welcome, my friend. Appreciate you being here, dude. Let's see here, June for XRP, also for other utility coins. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I mean, this isn't just big for XRP. This is big for crypto. Huge for crypto. Do you know the Sol ETF will be on Wall Street tomorrow? Yeah, I did see that, Dave Jays. I did see that, 100%. Yeah, that's super huge. Hey, the Real Monkey, thanks so much for the gifts, dude. Appreciate you. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a big day. Or just in general, tomorrow will be a big day for Solana. This is just a really, really good news for crypto, and I couldn't agree more with you, Luke. I think it's going to be big for a lot of projects. Jimmy, thanks so much for the $5.99 super chat here. Yes, big players use price swings to squeeze out smaller retailers and buy cheaper later. Dude, 100%. This is exactly what Jimmy says is what we've talked about for months on the channel here, for years on the channel. This is what goes on. And, I think people are finally starting to realize that how important that is to have that knowledge on that. So thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. Austin, I was talking about public and okay. Yeah, that's what Chameleon was saying. I get you now, bud. Wonder what your new price predictions are for XRP by end of year. I'm sticking to my 701, dude. 701. What is my predictions here? Oh, you want to play it? Okay, we'll play it real quick here. Let me actually present it here real quick. Let's go tab. All right. Here we go. Let's play it now, okay? Here we go. We'll play it now. It's going to be about a 4-minute.
Many of you know, just over 4 years ago, the United States SEC filed its lawsuit against Ripple. I'm finally able to announce that this case has ended. It's over. Badass. Sitting here today and reflecting on 4 years ago, it seems very clear to me that this case was doomed from the start. In so many ways, it was the first major shot fired in the war on crypto. I truly felt like I knew then that Ripple was not only on the right side of the law, but I felt that we were also going to be proven to be on the right side of history.
It really, I think, sends an ominous sign for innovation around cryptocurrency in the United States. Picking winners in general has not been something the U.S. government should be in the business of doing.
I think the judge realizes this is not just about Ripple. This will have broader implications.
As Mary Jo White, the former head of the SEC, has said publicly that she views this as a dead wrong, and the SEC is dead wrong on this decision.
Ripple is the first company with the resources, determination, and grit to fight back against the agency's overreach. And today, this journey finally concludes. Today is a victory and a long overdue surrender by the SEC. The SEC, under Chairman Gary Gensler, went after the whole industry, using the same arguments they used against us. They weren't out to protect investors. They were out to intimidate and terrorize. The regulator, whose primary purpose is to protect investors, went all in on a non-fraud, victimless lawsuit and wiped out $15 billion of value from innocent XRP holders. The SEC was the market manipulator. 100%. The SEC wasn't seeking justice. They were seeking to win a case at any cost. Forces inside our government aligned with the SEC and embarked on a campaign of debanking anyone associated with the crypto industry.
Such trash.
This was lawfare, a war of legal terror. Fortunately, the judge rebuked the SEC multiple times in this journey. First, for lacking a, quote, faithful allegiance to the law. The SEC was sanctioned in our case for discovery abuses, and the pattern was repeated in other crypto cases.
Well, let's just say they're trying to confuse you.
We won then on every critical legal point, proving that the digital asset XRP is not a security. That is now the law, and those wins have laid the groundwork for policymakers to adopt a set of rules for crypto that are in line with nearly a century of securities law. With today's news, the war on crypto has ended in defeat for those who turned our own government against a technology and entire industry. I'm heartened that we have paved the way for other industry players to see the value in not backing down, and for others to use our legal playbook to fight back. We are now closing a chapter in crypto history. I think we are all stronger for our prior litigation successes and today's landmark victory. Progress is worth fighting for. We won multiple pro-crypto victories at the ballot box last year. It's time to make the US the crypto capital of the world. Thankfully, we have new leadership in the executive and legislative branches of our government. That leadership is actively seeking a rational and constructive way forward on crypto. Let's make the most of this. This is an incredibly promising moment. Let's come together. Let's leave the tribalism behind. Let me make it clearer that my main message, what Ripple's main message today, is about gratitude. It's gratitude to everyone who stood by us, to every Ripple employee, to the incredible legal team here at Ripple, led by the best chief legal officer in the business, Stu Alderodi. Gratitude certainly to the XRP family, to our customers, to our partners. Thank you. We couldn't have won this battle without all of you being behind us and working together. I truly believe we all agree there's immense opportunity with the largest economy in the world finally taking a pro-crypto and pro-innovation approach to build this technology in order to solve real-world problems for people around the planet. This was a fight Ripple never wanted, but one we knew we had to win. And today, emphatically, we have. Thank you.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, if that doesn't give you chills, I don't know. I mean, that is badass, dude. I honestly am blown away to wake up to this. I mean, I know we've talked about it. Like I said before, we've talked about it multiple times on multiple scales, but to finally be here, be over, and time to move on to the next stage of crypto is just phenomenal, dude. And yeah, I would agree with you. You could just put this on replay and 100% would be better. Austin changed my family's life. We're gonna be okay. Oh, Moto, dude, you're amazing, dude. Appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, this is an exciting day for a lot of people that have sat by and waited for this. I mean, I don't know what else to say, dude. I'm super excited for this. Yeah, I mean, I just know that everything that you sat and worked for in terms of accumulating a bag is finally here. Yeah, if I were Gary Gensler, dude, he shouldn't be able to get a job at MIT. Obviously, he doesn't know the difference between a security and a commodity. And that's pretty crazy to think that you're teaching law at MIT or business at MIT and you don't even know the difference. That's pretty sad. Good question about the Ripple paying a fine or not. I'm waiting to see what comes out of here on sort of the settlement on this, or they drop the case. Now, whether they pay the fine or how that works out, we don't know yet. We don't know the details yet. So, yeah, I'm sure here in the next couple of days we'll probably have more details on everything coming out with this. So, June, happy to be a new subscriber here. I've learned a lot from your channel, especially with separating my emotions from investing. That's awesome, June. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for being a new subscriber too. Why is XRP's news good for all crypto? Because the war on crypto is over, dude. That's the last big hurdle, dude. If not the biggest hurdle. You got to think the Ripple SEC lawsuit was that shit sent shockwaves across crypto, dude. We've been battling that since 2021, dude. Since 2020, 2021, since all the crap that went down with the SEC. I mean, you go back and look at the chart, dude. And this is just a big day for crypto because we all knew that it was it was just an attack on crypto. That's really what it came down to. It was just attack on XRP, attack on crypto. Started right here in 2021. This was the bull market was just beginning. We're all excited. We're all ramping up, and boom, right here around this time, the SEC comes in and freaking just literally cuts it off at the knees, dude. I see XRP, dude, doing some amazing things, dude. I'm not even sweating it, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm not even sweating it. I bet the money goes in the reserves. Yeah, very well could, right? They could pay, like we talked about this, all the scenarios that could be played out. They could pay the fine if they wanted to pay the fine. But now that I think that the SEC has dropped the case, you guys got to realize Paul Atkins is going to be, he's going to sit, I think he's sitting in front of the Senate. What did it say here? He's sitting in front of the Senate on the 26th of March. And so hopefully by April, dude, he's confirmed. And now we have good old Paul Atkins in as the chairman for the SEC. Very pro crypto. Obviously going to be pushing for future legislation when it comes to crypto laws. I think that they're going to be able to get it right. But the biggest thing is that there's an agenda out there to make America the crypto capital of the world. A lot of new dude, I'm so excited for just the new wave of crypto coming in here. And I could be more excited. I'm even more excited today. I woke up and was super excited today just for like the pure wallet, right? And I know that people don't want me to talk about that, but like I'm excited for like even that to take another step forward, because it just opens up the door for so many things to like, even a project I was working on to like have that opportunity and not be suppressed or not get taken out because of whatever it might be. Like the innovation's huge, right? It opens up the door for so many more technologies and companies to enter in. And I just like, dude, that's what we want. Like we're entering a good era for crypto, guys. Remember in 2020, 2021, when I first got into crypto, that to me, that was like the beginning stages of crypto. New projects are coming out. I mean, you got Solana coming out. You got, Ethereum was low. All these projects coming out, Chainlink. You go down the whole list of these projects that got listed out here as like basically new companies. And you got to enter into these new companies and invest in these new companies. And eventually some of these companies actually did very, very well. I mean, you can go back down the list of some of these companies that launched around those times, and like Helium. Helium was a big one at that time. We can go down the list of them. And the best part about that is new projects are going to come out and launch and be actually legit projects. I'm not talking meme coins. I'm not talking the bullshit. I'm talking like real utility, things that are going to change the space, make the space better, make finance, make fintech better. Like when those companies come out, like it's your first opportunity to actually jump into a project that allows you to, let your money grow. Imagine if you can't sit here and tell me that if you were able to jump into, let's just say that you were able to jump into XRP back in 2018, that you wouldn't do it. Or that if XLM came out here and when it first launched, you wouldn't be able to jump into XLM or Solana or any of these, right? I know for a fact that you would jump in it without even hesitation. And so just realize that now we're in a new era. We're in a new era where new projects and new technology will come out, and they will open up the door where we'll be able to jump into these new projects. And hopefully these projects do what we all want them to do. And that day, these days are coming, dude. It's coming again, 2020, 2021, now here in 2025. I think that we're really setting ourselves up for success with being able to jump into a lot of these IPOs. We call them ICOs, right? Initial coin offerings. You can call it whatever you want to call it, dude. There's going to be so many opportunities to jump into a lot of these new projects coming out that actually are going to be worth something. They're going to be worth something. They are going to 10x, 20x, 100x. They're going to do what the Ethereums did and what the Solanas did and like what Ripples did. I think that the guardrails are now off. Like officially, I'm like, I've never said this before on stream. I've never came out and made bold predictions. I don't do that on the channel, but I think that we can all agree and we could probably all attest to, with the SEC now dropping the case with the Ripple being the largest case out there, that we do know that that crypto and the new tech that's going to be coming with it is going to grow exponentially. And there's going to be projects that are coming out here that are going to 100x, 1000x. I mean, go back and look at some of these, dude, like Ethereum, right? I mean, again, there's going to be more Ethereums that come out here. There's going to be a lot more Ethereums. You got to think this is from its low right here. Look at this, guys. I mean, it's 485,000% up from its all-time low for Ethereum. There's going to be projects that are going to do that. The question is whether you're going to be able to jump in on those projects or not. There's going to be projects like that. There's going to be new blockchains that come out that you're going to be able to do that with. I mean, there's so many of these things that you're going to be able to jump in on. I mean, we can even go back and look at Chainlink, right? Chainlink's another great one. Look, it's 11,321% up from its all-time low. You know how big that is, dude? Still, even right now, not even at its all-time high, still 11,000% up. You can't tell me that you wouldn't take an 11,000% up from right now. You would, without question, you would. And just realize that you're now entering crypto at that stage for the new era of crypto to come through here. The new era of crypto is just starting. Josh, thanks so much for the being here for 1 month, man. You think HBAR will shoot back up in the future? Absolutely, dude. HBAR is another one of those that is here for the future. And if you want to actually dig into what HBAR is looking like here, let's go actually look at HBAR. The reason why I'm so sold on HBAR right now is that I just told you guys, look at where a lot of these are. Chainlink's up 11,000%. Ethereum's up 400 some odd thousand%. Bitcoin's up a crap ton. A lot of these new techs are going to come out. You want to know where we're at right now? We're basically we're about at 18%, 100% up on HBAR. That's an 18x, right? Basically from where this launched, we're at like an 18x. But you can't sit there and tell me that if we put another 10x on there, it put us at, roughly what is that, about 18,000? I mean, that'd be a 10x from where we're at right now. It put us at a pretty good amount. But I mean, again, it can happen, right? I definitely think it can happen from where this is at. I mean, these things can go up exponentially here. The all-time high was 57 cents for H-bar. We're sitting around 19 cents right now. It started out at 1 cent. You're going to get other projects that are going to be at 1 cent, and you're going to be able to then sell them for 19 cents. Like, those are coming, dude. Those are coming now with this new era of crypto. And I'm not here to hype you up on it. I'm not here to like be this hype man for it, but I think a lot of us, the reality is there. I think someone just needs to say it. Like, now this is the first time I've ever felt super comfortable saying this. Like, without a doubt, I feel 100% comfortable saying this now. Let's effing go. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. FOMC meeting is live at 11:30. But I'll definitely be streaming it 11 o'clock here. So we got about about 25 minutes before they drop the rates today. Well, they'll give us a preemptive analysis of what it is. It'll come out here in about 25 minutes. So why don't we pump like crazy as you predicted, dude? There's still a whole economy here, dude. We're pumping good, dude. What are you talking about? You can't sit here and say that we're sitting here. I mean, you got to think there's still volatility in the market here. There's still people shorting crypto. There's still people shorting XRP. There's millions of shorts out on XRP right now, right? There's still people trying to make money on the other side of this. You know what I mean? We did pump, dude. We went all the way from $2. We went all the way, dude. Literally 7 days ago, we were at freaking $1.90, and now we're up. We went all the way up to $2.59. So you went up 36%. How is that not a pump? That's a massive pump, dude. 36%. Agreed. Yeah. VeChain should do good, man. Damn, you lost 2.5 when you did a long. No worries, Eagles. Yeah, we're good. And descent happens overnight. Plus, other people sell for profits right now. Yeah, exactly. You got to think a lot of these people were suppressed, right? So now their averages are coming back up. People are going to be selling. Some people are trying to get their money back. So we are waiting for What's up, GS? Good to see you. Pumping would be back over $3. I think we're doing a pretty good job rallying back to 259 for where we're at right here. 3 Diglets, thanks so much for the $10 super chat here. The only massive pump that happened today was the one in my pants. That's stupid, bro. I appreciate your $10 super chat, and you're wild, bro. I can't believe I ever read that, dude. See how much I've learned from this channel? Hell yeah, Maria. Oh no, I know. Well, some people don't. So what happens here is that a lot of people here on this channel, you guys did a fantastic job DCAing into your positions over the course, right? So a lot of people came out here, privately DM me, actually said it here on stream that they bought at the $3 mark, right? And then they've worked their way down to the 225 mark or the 210 mark. And now you guys are in profits, dude. Like, so that hard work has now paid off, right? That hard work of what you guys waited for with this rally back up, it's now paid off to DCA your way into position. This is exactly what we described. And anyone that's worked their way into the position now understands how important it is to continually bring your average down. So when there is a rally, you are now up, a decent amount. And a lot of people, like I said, I got one DM. Someone came up here. I'm not going to put them on. I don't want wallet share here, but I mean, up at 210, they were at $3, a little above $3. They worked their way down to 210, and now we're sitting here at 210. I mean, they're up almost 17%, dude. 17%. They worked their way into a position there. You know how fantastic that is. And so there's people like that are selling for profits right now. They're back up 17%. They could have $10,000, $20,000 in here. You're telling me you're not going to go take $3,000, $4,000 off the top? I mean, some people might need that money. Some people might not. It's all up to a matter of, where people are in life. But that is a fantastic route. I don't know what anyone's talking about. Are we expecting positive news from the FOMC? I think that not doing anything is actually positive. So there was an article that came out here from Bank of America right here. The CEO says economic growth is better than people think, and the Fed should stay on hold. This would be positive. This would be a positive thing. But what it's telling us is that means that the rate cuts are coming. That means that here probably in May, well, probably the probability for 2 or more rate cuts here in 2025 has gone up almost 77%. 77% of the probability has gone up to where we're going to have 2 or more rate cuts coming here in 2025. So that means that here in probably May and probably here in September, we'll have rate cuts, which would be huge for the markets. On top of that, again, I don't care what party side you're on. I don't care if you're a Democrat, you're a liberal, you're an independent, you're a Republican. I don't care. We know that a tax cut is coming. Whether you agree with the tax cut, whatever it feels like, maybe you feel like it's more, the rich people are going to get better taxes than maybe the middle class. I don't care. Everyone's going to get a tax cut across the board here. When the tax cut hits, just like it did in 2016, go back and look at 2016 and into 17, the markets did phenomenal. So again, that's going to actually hit on top of the rate cuts. Dude, we've kicked the can down the road a little bit. We were originally saying that August and September was going to be when we could actually maybe see a market fall off. I think that we're actually taking some short-term pain right now to where we don't see a market fall off until later into 2026 maybe. And potentially maybe continue to roll. Like I said, I hope that we have a super cycle and we continue to rally. That's kind of what I've always said for the last couple months. I want to stay positive with the super cycle, and that where we don't fall off and we continually have economic growth, that's kind of what I want to see. And I'm hoping that we're setting ourselves up for that. Moto, thanks so much for being here for 3 months, my friend. Still waiting on regulation and SEC to go public. Yeah, I think Paul Atkins getting approved and probably be sitting in his office here in April will be big. But a pump past 340, yeah, a pump up there. Don't get me wrong, but pump above $3 would be great. I'm waiting for that hard work to pay off. Yeah, Wild Dog, I'm with you. Yeah, H bar is a little flat. H bar is definitely a little flat. Over last. I mean, this thing had its nice little rally during Hidericon, during everything over here, and then it's calmed down. It's gone flat right here. But the great thing about here on the day chart, I told you this before, is that what we want here, and I tell you guys this all the time, what we want is that we want these averages to move out, right? If this average right here could move up and we could sit here around the 20, right around the 20-cent mark, and we have everything, the averages moving down, we want the averages to move down and get closer to each other so that we can create another gap like this. Because again, we can't always have a gap like this. If you have a gap like this, they're going to come back down and try to meet up again. That's the magnetic, that's the markets moving on a magnet, dude. I've always said that the markets have this power to we're all looking at the same indicators. And so when you start to look at the same indicators, you start to go, oh crap, dude. Like we're starting to see some oversold areas. We're starting to see some massive gaps between averages, and then people start to try to time those to be able to sell this back down. So there's a magnet in the market here, a natural magnet in the market across all cryptos, to where these averages will eventually touch each other again. Pause, but you get what I'm saying, that they come down and they'll, hopefully, like I said, it doesn't cross over. Our goal is to where it just hits it and bounces up. We don't want it to cross over because that would be what we call the death cross right there. That's when you look at it and go, okay, maybe we are in potentially a bear market or something like that. You could say, okay, we're more bearish on this. So we don't want to see that. But again, even here, you can see we came down and bounced back up, but we want this to stay above the 200-day EMA or the SMA, or sorry, EMA, my bad, moving averages. And right now, that's kind of what it's doing, dude. So I'm not even sweating it, to be honest with you. I'm not even sweating it. This is what we want. We want these to come down. We want these to actually come down and do its thing. So it's going down again. Yeah, the market, dude, there's a lot. There's going to be volatility in the market right now, guys. We don't know. You can see that the Dow, the S&P 500, the Dow, and the NASDAQ are all looking pretty good. Still in the green right here while we wait. Is this the pump? Is this the pump? Buy the rumor, sell the news event? Could be. This is why it's so important. This is why I do not margin trade. Probably a month, probably a couple months. Battleship, probably by June. If I was an ETF, like I'm thinking right now, dude. If I'm an ETF, if I'm Ripple or XRP, and I want there to be an ETF, I would want it to come out. Like, let's just give you an example, dude. So Solana's coming out tomorrow, first ETF hitting the market, and look at the market right now. Let's go back. Let's look at the market. The market is obviously not the greatest market right now. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market. And with that news coming out, you think that Solana would actually rally. But Solana didn't. Solana has not rallied at all because of the ETF, right? It's kind of what Ethereum did. Ethereum made their announcement for an ETF, and Ethereum didn't rally. Everyone was kind of shocked by that. Bitcoin obviously rallied after they heard everything. So for me, if I were an ETF or I were a company that wants an ETF to come out there, I'd want it to probably come after the first rate cut when after the announcement for a tax cut package. So I'm thinking June, July, maybe going into August. I would want my ETF to hit the market because that's when we're probably going to be really booming. We got our first rate cut coming out here. We're on the cusp of a second rate cut coming here in September. And then, dude, we're right there. The market's probably going to be looking pretty good. That's when I want my ETF to drop because that's going to just create even more momentum for it versus, say, like Solana dropping their ETF right now. The markets are undecided. We got the tariffs coming out here, potential tariffs coming here in April. Again, there's still a lot of, negative discussions being had with our economy. We'll have our first, negative quarter from a GDP standpoint. So yeah, there's just so many things out there, dude. Solana ETF tomorrow. Yeah, there is a Solana ETF tomorrow. First one. Yeah, if Powell does say anything about tariffs, could be. I mean, he'll bring up tariffs. I will say that Powell will probably say something about tariffs. I will agree with that. There's definitely going to be a discussion with tariffs. For today's meeting, Powell's tone and what he says is actually more important. Yeah, I'd agree with you, Big A. Good to see you, bud. When it comes back down a second time, I hit for 1K for $2. All right, there we go. Yeah, hit those. Yeah, do what you need to do. Do you think HBAR will do numbers? Yeah, I think HBAR is going to do well. Yeah, HBAR has a lot of things going for it, dude. Prepare for a dump. The very boring, uninspiring Powell will push. Yeah, anytime he does talk, it definitely does hurt the market. I mean, you could probably anticipate that. The markets, I mean, crypto is already reacting to this right now. We know that the rates are going to come out here in about 15 minutes. The markets are actually coming back down right now. The Dow was at 123. Now it's at 121. The S&P was the S&P 500 was at 31. Now it's at 25. Yeah. So, I mean, there could be people are anticipating. I don't know what they're anticipating, to be honest with you guys. I mean, we're going to see the market's going to react some way. I always regret buying HBAR. I'll come back, man. Crypto AI. Thanks so much for becoming a member again. I think that you've always been a member. If I remember right. Welcome back as a member, Crypto AI. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you a ton. I got 50K in and bought at $1. I'll be waiting until $30. Damn, Martin. All right. Do your thing, man. That's awesome. I have an iPhone and wasn't sure where to purchase Pure Wallet. Is it through the DApp? I think, yeah, you can purchase it in the DApp now for Pure Wallet, dude. While we wait for this, if anyone wants to know, there is the Pure Wallet thing. If you want to, you can download it right now. And I think you can actually purchase it in the wallet now. A lot of updates are coming out on the wallet. You can actually, I think you can trade offline now. There's a lot of things that came out. I haven't even shared it with a lot of people. But yeah, you can download it, and I think you can actually buy inside the wallet now. And automatically just go over to the Explore side, hit the Pure Wallet token pre-sale in the DApp section of it, and then boom, dude, you can it connects your wallet. Let's see, yeah, it connects the wallet right away, dude. So there you go, the wallet's connected, and as long as you have ETH in there, you're good to go. You can actually, I haven't actually tried purchasing it, but I mean, yeah, you can actually do it inside the wallet on the iPhone on the new update. 100%, dude. Thanks for asking. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know you could do it. 1.6 people watching, 300 likes. Show Austin some love. I appreciate you, Bagful. Thanks so much, man. Yeah. Inspired me to open my own business. Hey, fan, Austin inspired me to open my own business. I'd like to offer you my services for free. I hope this is an inappropriate place to promote. Sorry. What is it? Too fast to handle? You got to let me know what it is. I'm happy that you opened up your business. I think people should open up their own business, dude. I think businesses are. I mean, if you don't have a small business, like, what are you doing? When it comes to a lot of things, you should do something with a small business, dude. It helps you with so much. I promise. BlackRock is all I care about. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes away from them posting the rate decision. I will be streaming the Fed's discussion. We can talk about it here. 160 off the table. Anyone knows that nothing changed that? I think there's still a lot of fear in the market right now. Is there an announcement by Trump tonight? I didn't know that there was going to be a Trump tonight. Is it better to have it connected to or have the Pure Wallet? It's up to you, Raquel. Again, the good thing about Pure Wallet, the good thing about any of these wallets is that you can mirror them in other ways, right? You could take a Pure Wallet seed phrase and upload it into MetaMask or their private key. You could do the same thing with MetaMask. You can upload it into Pure Wallet. You know, that's the best thing about these decentralized or non-custodial wallets is that, you know, they're interchangeable. You can upload it onto SafePal and vice versa. You could do so much with them. It doesn't mean that just because you opened up Pure Wallet doesn't mean you can't mirror it. I mirror a lot of my wallets with other wallets. Yeah, Trump announcement in favor of crypto coming as well tonight. Yeah, definitely make sure it's not a fake one. Is there another soccer rug pull stream? I do have soccer today. I am pro at reporting that. Dude, there's so many of me. That's insane. I can't even freaking, I don't know. I can't even get to as many as there's so many out there. When is the April tariffs? April 1st, I think. I think it's April 1st. I think April 1st is the let's see. Dude, what the heck? All right. Sorry, I have something come up there. Let's do this. There we go. All right. Do you have a price to sell part of your XRP? Haven't set my price yet. Oh, you're get to membership before and decided it was worth support. I appreciate you, Crypto AI. Thanks so much, man. Best community. Appreciate you, Seiko. Thank you, Anthony Hawkins. Good to see you over here. Thanks so much for everything. April 2nd. Okay, that's April 2nd. Gotcha. What time is the SEC? Well, the FOMC meeting starts here in about it starts at 11:30, which I'll stream on here, and then the rates come out here in about 8 minutes. We'll probably see what it's set up here. We'll get a nice little sentiment in the market here. Let's actually take a look at crypto here. Yeah, market's coming down slightly right now. It is definitely in the last 30 minutes. It's come down slightly into the red. Not too bad though. Not too bad. In all reality, it's not bad at all. Stock market's coming down slightly. 111 now for the Dow. It's gonna be interesting, man. This will be fun. Yeah, Flare's good. I think that there's a big announcement regarding Trump's next plan for crypto coming imminently out of the digital asset summit. Okay. Yeah, someone just said over here that Eleanor posted that. Eleanor Tarrant. This is what they're talking about right here. Oops. Where's it at here? Where's she at right here? Oh yeah, right here. I'm told a big announcement regarding Donald Trump's plan for next steps in crypto policy is coming out. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. We'll see if what's actually said. We'll see what's said. But in the meantime, we got a bigger announcement right here with the Feds. I'm taking XRP profits and going heavy in low caps. All right. Our small business changed our lives, made it through the pandemic and doing good. What's up, Hogs? Dude, I need to respond to your DM. I got your DM. Did I respond to you? Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I know that your small businesses have helped out a lot. Yeah, we just saw the Eleanor's post on Twitter. Yeah, thanks so much. Crypto will fall. Yeah, crypto does follow the S&P 500 pretty closely. Yeah, that's super awesome, dude. Jay, thanks for being a member for 1 month. Another gifted membership. Thanks. Dump, then pump. Probably. Yeah, we'll always probably have some kind of dump. But yeah, thanks for being a member for 1 month. Lawsuit most likely priced in. Nah, I don't think so. I think it's just the markets, the uncertainty. What's up, Mama AA? April 2nd. Yeah, April 2nd is what it is. I'm a little behind on the chat too. Sorry. Bitcoin stuck at 85. I'm okay with that, dude. Might there be another dip? There could be a retracement. Like I was saying earlier with the retracements here. There's two right around right around this area of 240. 240 seems like, right around the 0.5, maybe a little bit past the 0.5 could be a good level of retracement. You could look at here as well. Another one forming here around the right around the 237 to 240 mark seems to be a nice little level of support. So yeah, there could be some, they could always retrace back down and hit those levels of support. Now, matter of whether it stays there is the question. So you can see right here, right around the 382 level, which is right around 260. We hit some pretty good resistance there today. So hopefully we can break through it. Maybe tight on the dips after this. Could be. Retail continues to load up. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Leonard. That's true. A lot of retail has continued to put up here. I don't care. I don't care. You don't need to read my text anyways. Oh, sorry. I might have missed Andy. My bad. Is Ripple making their own wallet? Good question. I don't know. Has anyone deciphered the Simpsons crypto equation? I have not. Hey, Austin, do you think today is when XRP starts to decouple from BTC forever? Probably not. It probably won't decouple until we start getting the ETFs, when we actually start to see some momentum with the banks, institutions actually using it. Then at that point, I think for sure. And then I could see, dude, this is what so just take Michael Saylor's strategy. So Michael Saylor has actually been, as much as he's a Bitcoin maxi, he's actually been positive with Ripple. He's been positive towards altcoins and XRP. Go back and look at his statements. Go back and look at his plan that he presented to Donald Trump and to the crypto summit and everything like that. He presented a plan where he felt that altcoins also need to be accumulated to some degree. And he's been obviously he's been pro altcoins as well. As much as he is pro Bitcoin and believes all that, he is pro altcoins too, which is why it makes Michael Saylor, better than most in the space when it comes to being a Bitcoin maxi. With that being said, one thing I was thinking about today, and again, this is just my thought, my theory, my thought, all that kind of stuff, is MicroStrategy did find a way to completely find a glitch in the stock market and crypto. Just look at what MicroStrategy has been able to do in buying Bitcoin and vice versa. Like, it's a pretty wild glitch that he has found. Whether that glitch is like the right glitch, whether it's going to be able to be sustained, is time will tell. But we do know that the amount of money and the amount of pull that has gone into that is insane, right? How much MicroStrategies have been able to buy a Bitcoin and how much Bitcoin's been able to be purchased because of Michael Saylor. Obviously, that strategy is working. So I was thinking that when Ripple obviously opens up their IPO, it gives them an opportunity to now buy into XRP. I could see them using a very similar strategy to what Michael Saylor has done for Bitcoin, to where Ripple could do that for XRP. Just my thoughts, right? They got a lot of things out there in escrow. They got a lot of things out there in these wallets. Imagine an opportunity to raise funds at a level to where you could buy XRP and hold it, just like how MicroStrategies is doing for Bitcoin. A Ripple IPO opens up so many doors. Do you think the general people adoption on crypto will happen soon? I think it's already happening. I think we're getting a lot more people in here. We are about 1 minute away from them putting out the discussion on here. He can't stop himself. Awesome, Austin. What would be your realistic price to run for? I said $2. I'm sticking to my $2 range, dude. What is going on, Jimmy? BSMB, thanks so much for the $2 super chat here. How about Memes at War, their game about to release? I have no idea what that is, dude. I'm assuming it's like a crypto game. Well, kudos to them for their release, man. And thanks so much for the super chat. Yeah, 2 months ago, the price was still a deal. MicroStrategy was obviously his own monogram, so swapping it is natural. Yeah, I could see something like that happening. I appreciate you too fast to handle. Retail traders that get burned, yeah, I genuinely feel bad for them. 100%. I mean, people that have just jumped into crypto, they're, unfortunately, they're hurting right now. A lot of people that jumped in new to crypto coming here in the beginning of the end of the year, that got in after November are unfortunately not sitting too pretty. All right, rate cuts should be coming. Our discussion should be coming out here. 11 a.m. All right, let's go. We can pull up Bloomberg here. Here we go. Federal rates hold interest rates steady as expected. So again, nothing crazy right there. That is something that we expected. I think a lot of us anticipated that that's what it was. I mean, 100%. There was a 100% chance that they were going to do this. I don't think there was a single chance that said that they weren't going to do this. So there's that, right? Let's see here. Let me decline these real quick. Yeah, so the markets are obviously going to react to this. We'll see the Bitcoin's back above 0.17. It's falling down slightly now. Let's actually go back to the stock market here, see how the reflection was on the stock market. Yeah, market's actually doing pretty good, dude. So back above, it's at 195, 37, and 176. So yeah, I think it's going to still see additional cuts coming. So there you go, dude. This is good. This is actually good. It says the Federal Reserve, in a closely watched decision Wednesday, held the line on benchmark interest rates through it still indicated that reductions are likely later this year. That's phenomenal. That's what you wanted to hear. Faced with pressing concerns over the impact of tariffs will have a slowing effect on the economy, the rate-setting Federal Open Market Committee, which is the FOMC, kept its key borrowing rate target in the range of 4.25 to 4.5, where it's been since December. Markets have been pricing in virtually zero chance of move at this week's two-day policy meeting. It says, along with the decision, officials updated their rate and economic projections for this year and through 2027 and altered the pace at which they are reducing bond holdings. Despite the uncertain impact of President Trump's tariffs, as well as an ambitious fiscal policy of tax breaks and deregulation, officials said that they will see another 0.5% point of rate cuts through 2025. Dude, that's what we want to see, right? 2.25 rate cuts, so to make 0.5%, right? The Feds prefer to move in quarter percentage points. So what that means is 2 cuts this year. Exactly what we were hoping for. Again, going into 2025, it was said that we were going to have 0 rate cuts. Now we moved back to 2 rate cuts. And again, I think originally we were hoping for 4 rate cuts, and then it went to 2 rate cuts, then it went to 0 rate cuts, back to 2 rate cuts. So they honestly don't really know. But the good thing is, regardless of whatever was said, we can now probably confirm that we're going to have 2 rate cuts this year. And it could be more, 2 or more. It doesn't say that it has to be only 2, but it could be 2 or more. It says the uncertainty around the economic outlook has increased. A document said the committee is attentive to the risk of both sides of the dual mandate. It says the committee's downgrade is a collective outlook for economic growth and gave a bump higher to its inflation projections. Officials now see the economy accelerating at just 1.7% pace this year, down about 0.4%. They're talking about GDP. 0.4 percentage points from the last projection in December. On inflation, core prices are expected to grow at 2.8 annual pace, up 0.3 percentage points from the previous estimates. Tomorrow, this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the dot plot. So as you guys know, Dr. Dejan is going to come on the channel. We're going to talk about the dot plot tomorrow, so you guys will have a little bit more of an inside look at the dot plot and how to look at it. It says, according to the dot plot of official rates expectations, the view is turning somewhat more hawkish on rates from December. It says at the previous meeting, just 1 participant saw no rate change in 2025 compared to 4 now seeing there being rate changes. So you can see that it's actually upticked a lot. So the grid showed rate expectations unchanged over December for future years, with equivalent of 2 cuts expected in 2026 and 1 more in 2027 before the Fed funds rate settles in a longer run level around 3%. So here we're thinking that we're going to be able to get back down in 2027, which is, 2 years from now. So some people probably are not, probably too excited about this, but I hate this quantitative tightening shit that they always keep saying. It's so annoying to hear the quantitative tightening program. If I have to hear that word again, I don't know what I'm going to do. The central banking now will allow just $5 billion in maturing proceeds from the Treasury to roll over off each month, down from $25 billion. So that's actually pretty good. That's actually good. So we'll actually sort of see what happens here. Obviously, this is a crazy beginning of a second term for Donald Trump. We'll see what the tariffs are going to do here. But the good thing is that they still see 2 rate cuts coming this year. It was originally going to be 4 rate cuts. Then it went to 0 rate cuts, back to 2 rate cuts. It's just been all over the map. So we'll see what happens. Again, I think that Donald Trump is going to force their hand. If you want my honest opinion here, I think Donald Trump is going to force their hand to do more than 2 rate cuts this year. That's kind of my thought process. So what time is now in America? Well, where I'm at right now is 11:05, and 11:30 is when Powell comes on and speaks. So we'll definitely be streaming that at 11:30. Stock market's still going up. Yeah, I think this is good for the stock market. Like I said, no change is actually good. Actually, it's come down. It's coming down slightly right now, but we'll probably have some when Jerome speaks. We'll probably have some turn. There could be some turmoil. Anytime Jerome Powell speaks, we seem to have some turmoil. Bitcoin is king. Who else is completely buzzing today? Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Remains at 4.25, 4.5. Yeah, definitely good. I think it's good. This is good news. We want the rate cuts to come. Billion Right, what's up, buddy? Yeah, good to see you, man. Why isn't the increase in XRP much greater than other cryptocurrencies? Feels like just a normal pump. I think there's still uncertainty in the markets. People are still taking profits off this kind of stuff. XRP news is the best news we can get today. Yeah, Britt, I'm with you 100%. Such good news. Full name for the highlights. What's up, Goblin Fart? Yeah, this is overall. I mean, this is actually. I mean, everyone expected this. I don't think it was like anything shocking here. Like there was nothing that like shocked us. So, like I said, the thing that when he speaks, though, it's going to be his sentiment. It's going to be his tone. It's going to be his how he perceives a lot of things. So when he speaks is really what it's going to be done. He's going to say hawkish. He's going to say quantitative easing, or it could be tightening, quantitative tightening. He's going to bring up quantitative easing. He's going to say, we're going to have soft landing. Still looking for a soft landing. He's going to say all the same things that he always says. Just a matter of his tone and everything else. So when I become a real boy, I'll get a real phone. You have to be patient, but we just got a nice ride past. Yeah, dude, 100%. A-team, what's up? What's up, Corey? Long time no seeker. Yeah, big moment. I had to pop online. Appreciate you being here, dude. Thanks so much. XRP dumping. Let's go back and look. XRP at 240. Yeah, XRP dumping 247. Still up 11%, almost 12% on the day. What's up, Waddy? XRP is dropping. Yeah, it's coming down slightly. 247 right now. It's coming down 1.52% over the last hour. We just hit a new hour marker, so obviously that plays into it. But we're sitting around the 246 marker on XRP. Bitcoin back down to 83, almost 84. So yeah, markets are coming down just slightly. Over the last 4 hours, we can see right here, definitely in oversold or overpurchased territory for a lot of these, right? So we'll probably come, like I said, we'll probably come down, hopefully fill this fair value gap here at 240. That's kind of where I was at, right around the 0.5 on the 4 hour. You got this 0.5, nice little fair value gap here. And I think the 12 hours, another fair value gap at 231. But yeah, there could be a nice little, there could be some nice room for opportunities here. Fed news isn't great. It's not Fed. When anytime Jerome Powell speaks, I've always said this, dude. If you're expecting a green day when Jerome Powell speaks, like it's pretty, it's very uncommon. We'll have a nice little pump for the dump, and then what's going to happen is we're going to pump back again. It's kind of how it always comes down to. So, I'll probably going to have. Whoa. I'm probably going to have Bloomberg on. Bloomberg seems to be the better channel for when Jerome Powell speaks. They at least don't flag channel. Ride or die? Hell yeah, Waddy. Ride or die, dude. Let's see here. Dollar index. You're bear. Who's bearish? You guys are bearish? Let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about inflation and where we're going to be, but overall, like I said, when you zoom out, the market's looking pretty good. Last 3 hours, it's come back down. We'll probably we'll fill this fair value gap. see if we can rally back above. Bullish as heck, yeah, holding on for the ride. I'm with you, 100% with you on that. Just enjoying the huge victory. Heck yeah. What's up, Gage? Good to see you, dude. Auto Pops, what's up, man? Michael, what's going on? Powell's attitude is going to depend whether Trump calls him before he speaks. Are we going to bomb their chat? That'd be pretty funny. Bomb Bloomberg chat. This market has not looked good in over 2 months. Yeah, it's been a little rough, Cram. What's up, Tommy? All that said, still very bullish, my friend. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Pinocchio. Some whales buying and selling. Yeah. There is absolutely no good reason for XRP dumping. It's still sitting at 248. I guess what would be a dump? When we say dumping, what would be a dump? Like back to 225? Maybe. I heard you have plans today. You broke for us, Austin. What's up, Z-Goals? Good to see you, bud. The best news can happen for today, and the pump is 10 cents. When Powell speaks, I lose money. Vicencio, I'm with you, bro. I do the same thing. I lost my badge. I should still be paid membership. Let's see here. Yeah. Powell is now just a figurehead. He probably is just a figurehead. His term ends in 2026. If case is over, where's the rise? I mean, we had a pump before. I mean, it's coming back right now. The markets are starting to come back. We're back almost to 250 for XRP. So you can see over the last hour, we're starting to rally back up. So I bet you the market's starting to rally too. It's usually right before he speaks. The market starts to rally back above 244 for the Dow, 193 for the NASDAQ, and 44 for the SP 500. So the markets are liking what they heard. We'll see what happens when he speaks, though. When he speaks, it's going to be really what it is. XRP back to almost 250. So Austin, got to get back to work. Keep it real. All right, Billion, right? Appreciate you being here, bud. People are nuts that they think the markets won't pump from here on. Way too many catalysts. There's a lot of catalysts for sure. Everyone worried about price won't last long. Yeah, dude, we're sitting good, dude. We're sitting good. We are sitting really good. Sell your XRP now. No way. Green days ahead. The whales are in, boys. 5 million volume. Yeah, I'm selling 100 at $10. Willing vacation. Hell yeah, Michael. They're coming out though, dude. Speaking of Tesla, guys, this is gonna backfire. Anyone out there that's trying to bring down Tesla, it's gonna backfire so bad on the people, and Tesla's gonna spring and become it's gonna literally hit all-time highs because of what's going on. That's what's gonna happen. People that are out there trying to take down Tesla, just realize that that's gonna backfire. Just like everything that the left has done, it's backfired on them. This is going to backfire on all the Tesla people trying to take down Tesla. And my 225 purchase is going to be looking like gold. And I can't wait. So a campaign in Europe not to buy USA, buy Tesla stock. I've been saying it for a minute now, dude. Like Tesla, poof. 250. We just broke above 250 for XRP again. So Tesla, I mean, I don't care what side of the aisle you on. If you're here to make money, dude, Tesla, I mean, I think it's gonna be, you bought Tesla and Netflix. Nice, Keaton. Corey, hey man, thank you so much for becoming a member of the A team again. Back, got your H bar next to you, dude. Appreciate that a ton, dude. It keeps bouncing off the 247. Yeah, they're showing some, obviously some. You can see here. Well, you can see the chart right here. We can see there's a level of support building here at the 245 level. There's a nice little level here at 245. We could probably pull this back just a little bit here, which is right at. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Let me zoom out. Let me get. There we go. Which is right here at the 245, which is a nice little area that I have, which is a level of support. But then your next level of support is, there's a lot of levels of support. But I mean, yeah, we're sitting here right around the 245, which is a good level of support. See if it can hold up. The new Green Deal and all the electric vehicles get jammed down our throats, but now they hate Tesla. I know that's kind of crazy. But it's going to come back. Sold my Tesla stock for more XRP. All right. Anything below $200 is a buy, dude. I mean, I was shocked that Tesla came down that far, dude. Tesla, it's gonna be a reverse effect. Like I said, I don't. You can be whatever side of the aisle you're on, dude. Get Starbucks Austin from refill. I still got my Starbucks right here, so we're good, bro. I appreciate you. People always panic on good news, bro. We got 15 minutes until Jerome Powell speaks. I love Tesla, but the rest of the world is starting to turn on it. It's going to backfire, dude. 251 for XRP. XRP starting to come back, dude. XRP's coming back. It's going to backfire on people, dude. Tesla's going to come back. You own? Yep. NVIDIA, I definitely do. I keep telling people to buy Doge on Mars. Did you hear that Elon Musk project colonized Mars? That Doge on Mars is so crazy. Appreciate you, Corey. Yeah, we're on the road there. We're on the road to almost 100,000. I think I don't know exactly where I'm at. I think I'm at almost 90,200. So yeah, almost to there. Pure Wallet is hosting a contest with a 4K giveaway happening right now. Buy and win. Oh yeah, on their website. Yeah, they got a lot of little giveaways going on there, dude. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you want to enter into a contest, you definitely can. You can go look at purewallet.ai and enter the win. There's a whole thing for that. Rivian is a good buy. Oh yeah, Rivian. Haters won't buy Tesla. Rivian is the next best option. You think so? You think Rivian? Well, dude, like, do people forget about the robot? I mean, the robot's coming from Tesla. Everyone's going to go out there and spend $30,000 on a robot. You're going to have these robots walking around, driving your vehicles for you and picking you up at the bar, driving you home. These robots are going to be insane. And you know who's building them? It's Tesla. It's not like another company. It's Tesla. Yeah, and I mean the taxis and all that stuff that they're building is gonna be crazy. Like, dude, I will not, dude. Oh, speaking of that, where's it at, dude? Where's it at? Just in, Twitter is back to a $44 billion valuation. So you're going to sit here and doubt a guy who everyone said had the worst purchase in the history of all purchases buying Twitter. And now it's back to the evaluation of what you purchased it for, $44 billion. No one ever thought that day would come. So now you have this man who out here that, again, you can say whatever you want about Elon. He honestly is. I would not count against him. There's no way I'd bet against him. I wouldn't do it, dude. I would not bet against him. Again, you could hate him. You could say whatever you want about it. I would not bet against him when it comes to business, though. There's no freaking way, dude. No way. Once I become wealthy, I'll make a Granny Hunter app for Austin. The robot is 15K. Okay, is it 50? I thought it was 30K. But yeah, either way, I mean, dude, that's crazy. Has nobody ever seen iRobot? I know, dude. The iRobot thing's pretty crazy. That came out in was that in the 90s that came out? Or maybe it was early 2000s. He's the worst kind of person. You think Elon's the worst kind of person? I don't know, man. I think to each our own. Again, I'm not going to get political or anything here, but I think he's trying to do better for humanity. That's just me personally. I mean, this guy was as Democrat as they possibly could be, and then he swayed to Republican. I mean, he's just independent. He's just for what's best for. I feel like it's best for humanity. But how's the forecast for the SGB? SGB, I don't know. My home has already white traffic lights up everywhere. Oh, really? Those are for self-driving. I did not know that. On Crypto Pumps, I'm buying a house. Hell yeah. I hope you buy that house, bro. Yeah, Elon's doing something right for sure. Yeah, they closed it. Yeah, they made $7 million off that close. So yeah, they killed it, dude. They kicked butt on that one. Robots are scary. Yeah, there are. Yeah, I would not bet against Elon either, JT. Oh yeah, I could play the song while we wait real quick. Yeah, let's play the new song. Let's see if I can get it real quick. I think Seiko sent it to me in a message here. All right, let me get this screen while we wait. We got about 5 minutes. We got about 10 minutes for the wait here. 18 Pride. All right, let's do it, dude. I haven't heard the song. This will be I'll hear it with you guys here. So let's see. Let me go share my screen. Stop sharing. Here we go. All right, cool. All right, you guys ready for it? Here we go. 18 Pride. Let me know if you guys can hear it or not. The twang.
18 strong in the heart of the city, we rise and we shine with our leader. AuzSOME, we're crossing the line through ups and downs. We've weathered the storm. Together we stand in this community warm. So here's a toast to the 18 strong. With passion and purpose, we've been here all along. From Zagul to paradise, we're never alone. In the spirit of unity, we made it our home.
Sounds like a coffee commercial concept. Good, good.
Linda and Bob, they light up the way. With Sean and Jocko, we're brighter each day. Moonster and Fan, they lift us on high. With Shannon and Nev Joe, we reach for the sky. So here's a toast to the 18 strong.
Hey man, at least some people got in. Some people got in on the name.
We've been here all along.
18 members in here.
From the goal to paradise, we're never alone. In the spirit of unity, we've made it our home. That guy and Selmo, they're part of the crew. Andrew and Paul were always so true. Big Watch and Intrigue, they're leading the way. Deb and Twiz, we're here to stay. So here's a toast to the 18 strong. With passion and purpose, we've been here all along. From the goal to paradise, we're never alone.
I'm with you, Irish Tiger.
In the spirit of unity, we've made it our home.
Don, you killing me, bro.
Through laughter and struggle, we rise hand in hand.
I give a hand out to Seiko for making the song, right?
Family, together we stand. So raise up your voices, let the anthem ring loud. For the 18 forever, we forever proud.
Oh, I love it, dude. I love it. You guys are awesome, dude. Seiko, appreciate you, man, for making the song, dude. Seiko, do one last second time. Seiko made it out, Jeffrey. It's behind him. It's all him right here. So shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. I love it, dude. Thanks for all the love and support. Seiko's always dropping songs now, man. Yes. Appreciate you guys. Honestly, like, I mean, to even just put the energy into doing something like this is awesome. Now you see your woman at the store. Summertime Lake. That does sound like a summertime lake tune song. I would agree with you on that for sure. That definitely what it sounds like, dude. Joey, dude, thanks so much for the coming in with the $50 super chat. I used to hate Tesla. Now I love them. Hey man, again, I think there's a lot of like heat towards Elon right now. You could say, again, you can feel however you want to feel, but if you're here to make money, I mean, Tesla is 100% a good purchase. like we know it's going to come back. Like there's no question. It's kind of crazy that people are even trying to knock down Tesla. Like it's just, I don't know. I'm happy with my purchase at 225, dude. And again, Joey, thank you so much for the $50 bomb. Gosh, damn, you guys are crazy, dude. Thank you so much. Is that on Spotify? It is on Spotify, PokeTax. And I also, I think Fan put it in Discord as well. So yeah, anytime Seiko makes a song for the A team, we put it into Discord. So yeah, appreciate that ton. And Joey, as I said, thank you so much for the super chat there. We got about 5 minutes before Jerome Powell speaks, so we'll definitely jump into that here in about 5 minutes. So everyone stay tuned for that. Let's see here. Kelvin, thanks so much for being here for 2 months, man. Austin laughing at all the SEC case. Yes, absolutely, Kelvin. Thanks so much for being here for 2 months. Seiko dropping 20 memberships. Dude, Seiko, appreciate you, man. Always holding it down. One of the longest A-team members here. Always making these songs and making me laugh, put a smile on my face. So I do appreciate you. And those 20 new members, please say thank you to Seiko and welcome, my friends. 808 Mimis, I know, I love it too, man. Thanks so much for being here. I need a summer beer stat. 100%, dude. Here in Austria, I wish we had something like Doge. Is that the same thing? Yeah, dude. Chris P, that's crazy. I think Doge is. I mean, they put out videos showing Obama, and they had Obama out there talking about this along with Joe Biden, years ago. And so I think it's something that's definitely could be discussed down the road of what a lot of other countries should be doing. So we'll see what happens. We're roughly about 5 minutes away from Jerome Powell speaking here. So we'll see what happens here. But overall, the markets are actually, kind of up and down. They're kind of sideways now after the news. We'll see what Jerome Powell says. Usually the markets continue to fall down when Jerome Powell speaks. So I just want to put that out there. I don't see people as good or bad because of cloud judgment. That's not a yeah. There's a lot of way to cloud judgment, right? If you don't really know who they are, I mean, sometimes you can XRP to $25 USD. That'd be nice, dude. Joey, thanks so much for gifting 20 memberships to the A team. If Joey gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Joey. Awesome. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat and the 20 memberships here. If Joey gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Joey and those 20 new members. Welcome, my friends. Katie, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. Why do people hate Elon for saving our tax dollars? Again, I don't know. Teach our own. I don't know. I kind of like it. That's just me, right? And not to get political with anything, but I think people have their reasons, and I'm not against anyone else's reasons, right? We all have our reasons, and I'm not going to knock someone down for having their reasons. Yeah, it is. It's just kind of, yeah, I would agree. I don't know. I do appreciate your super chat for sure. Yeah, pretty damn crazy. Anyone betting against Elon is a hater. Yeah, I mean, I just want my stuff to go. Did Old Women on the store get a shout out? Did I miss it? That was a song, Adam. They made a Granny Love was the old lady at the store. It's just because he's associated with Trump. Yeah, it could be. Elon is bringing massive change. Many people fear change. That's true. Change is huge. Where do you buy Tesla stocks? I bought it on. You could buy it on. I bought it on Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab is where you could buy it. Chuck Schwab. Obama just Matty Mayer. Oh my God, Paul. Too many people just violently left media. They're so hateful. I mean, it kind of feels sometimes that it's switched big time. All right, we going.
This is really something they have to deal with. How do they signal
All right,
steady,
we're almost
calm,
ready to rock and roll
predictable
here.
hand at a time when everybody's heads are spinning and they cannot react
Kenny
too
G,
quickly?
thanks so much
That
for
is going to be a difficult
the
thing to
2 month
message,
membership.
given the
Dude,
fact that
18
a lot of
strong,
people
baby.
are
Hell yeah,
saying
dude.
this has to do with policy
We got
changes
about
that haven't
2
been
minutes.
firmed up, that are still negotiations more than just pure policy.
We're beyond the world.
Let me mute her real quick. This guy's actually, I really do like him. He's actually he's very analytical. I like him a lot. Biden is mentioned in the Kennedy files. I did see. I don't know if that's true or not. The Blues think he turned his back. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like this guy that they hate. Yeah, there's a lot of talk on Elon here. Dang, FUD incoming. All gifted memberships is all the proof you need to know this is the best community. Oh yeah, Carl, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, it really is. Texas made Randy. Thanks so much for becoming a member of the A team. You're officially now a member of the channel. Welcome, my friend. Ooh, thank you so much, man. Austin, we are already we're only 18 strong if there is cuddles. What's up, man? It plays with you. Good to see you, buddy. And no chat on the Bloomberg. I could make it here. We could do I thought there was a chat. Did they reduce the chat here? Yeah, there's a chat over here. You got to be a subscriber for them though. They have subscriber mode on. So you got to go subscribe to them if you want to put the chat in there. Which you guys are funny. Fidelity man here. Yeah, Fidelity's a good one too. Yeah, Fidelity, you could do that as well. Yes, sir. Welcome. Great. Let's see here. Here we go. You guys ready?
Good afternoon. My colleagues and I remain squarely focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. The economy is strong overall and has made significant progress toward our goals over the past 2 years. Labor market conditions are solid, and inflation has moved closer to our 2% longer run goal, though it remains somewhat elevated. In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave our policy interest rate unchanged. We also made the technical decision to slow the pace of decline in the size of our balance sheet. I'll have more to say about these decisions after briefly reviewing economic developments. Economic activity continued to expand at a solid pace in the fourth quarter of last year, with GDP rising at 2.3%. Recent indications, however, point to a moderation in consumer spending following the rapid growth seen over the second half of 2024. Surveys of households and businesses point to heightened uncertainty about the economic outlook. It remains to be seen how these developments might affect future spending and investment. In our summary of economic projections, the median participant projects GDP to rise 1.7% this year, somewhat lower than projected in December, and to rise a bit below 2% over the next 2 years. In the labor market, conditions remain solid. Payroll job gains averaged 200,000 per month over the past 3 months. The unemployment rate at 4.1% remains low and is held in a narrow range for the past year. The jobs to workers gap has held steady for several months. Wages are growing faster than inflation and at a more sustainable pace than earlier in the pandemic recovery. Overall, a wide set of indicators suggests that conditions in the labor market are broadly in balance. The labor market is not a source of significant inflationary pressures. The median projection for the unemployment rate in the SEP is 4.4% at the end of this year and 4.3% over the next 2 years. Inflation has eased significantly over the past 2 years, but remains somewhat elevated relative to our 2% longer run goal. Estimates based on the Consumer Price Index and other data indicate that total PCE prices rose 2.5% over the 12 months ending in February, and that excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 2.8%. Some near-term measures of inflation expectations have recently moved up. We see this in both market and survey-based measures, and survey respondents, both consumers and businesses, are mentioning tariffs as a driving factor.
Boo.
Beyond the next year or so, however, most measures of longer-term expectations remain consistent with our 2% inflation goal.
That's good to hear.
The median projection in the SEP for total PCE inflation is 2.7% this year and 2.2% next year, a little higher than projected in December. In 2027, the median projection is at our 2% objective.
Good.
Our monetary policy actions are guided by our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. At today's meeting, the committee decided to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate at 4.25% to 4.5%. Looking ahead, the new administration is in the process of implementing significant policy changes in 4 distinct areas: trade, immigration, fiscal policy, and regulation. It is the net effect of these policy changes that will matter for the economy and for the path of monetary policy. While there have been recent developments in some of these areas, especially trade policy, uncertainty around the changes and their effects on the economic outlook is high. As we parse the incoming information,
That's good.
we're focused on separating the signal from the noise as the outlook evolves. As we say in our statement, in considering the extent and timing of additional adjustments to the target range for the federal funds rate, the committee will assess incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. We do not need to be in a hurry to adjust our policy stance. And we
Markets
are
are
well
looking good.
positioned to wait for greater clarity. In our SEP, FOMC participants wrote down their individual assessments of an appropriate path for the federal funds rate based on what each participant judges to be the most likely scenario going forward. An admittedly challenging exercise at this time in light of considerable uncertainty. The median participant projects that the appropriate level of the federal funds rate will be 3.9% at the end of this year and 3.4% at the end of next year, unchanged from December. While these individual forecasts are always subject to uncertainty, as I noted, uncertainty today is unusually elevated. And of course, these projections are not a committee plan or a decision. Policy is not on a preset course. As the economy evolves, we will adjust our policy stance in a manner that best promotes our maximum employment and price stability goals. If the economy remains strong and inflation does not continue to move sustainably toward 2%, we can maintain policy restraint for longer. If the labor market were to weaken unexpectedly or inflation were to fall more quickly than anticipated, we can ease policy accordingly. Our current policy stance is well positioned to deal with the risks and uncertainties that we face in pursuing both sides of our dual mandate. At today's meeting, we also decided to slow the pace of decline in our balance sheet. Since we began balance sheet runoff, our securities holdings have declined by more than $2 trillion. While market indicators continue to suggest that the quantity of reserves remains abundant, we have seen some signs of increased tightness in money markets. Beginning in April, the monthly cap on Treasury redemptions will be lowered from $25 billion to $5 billion. Consistent with the committee's intention to hold primarily Treasury securities in the longer run, we are leaving the cap on agency securities unchanged. This action has no implications for our intended stance of monetary policy and should not affect the size of our balance sheet over the medium term. The committee also continued its discussions as part of our 5-year review of our monetary policy framework. At this meeting, we focused on labor market dynamics and our maximum employment goal. As we have indicated, our review will include outreach and public events involving a wide range of parties, including Fed Listens events around the country and a research conference in May. Throughout this process, we will be open to new ideas and critical feedback, and we will take on board lessons of the last 5 years in determining our findings. We intend to wrap up the review by late summer. The Fed has been assigned 2 goals for monetary policy: maximum employment and stable prices. We remain committed to supporting maximum employment, bringing inflation sustainably to our 2% goal, and keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Our success in delivering on these goals matters to all Americans. We understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission. We at the Fed will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals. Thank you. I will look forward to your questions.
Dang, no quantitative. Oh my gosh.
Howard Schneider with Reuters. Thanks for your time. So 2 things on sort of the real side here, inflation and then GDP. How much of the higher inflation forecast for this year is due to tariffs? And since the policy path remains the same, are you effectively reading this as a one-time price level shock?
Okay, so how much of it is tariff? So let me say that it is going to be very difficult to have a precise assessment of how much of inflation is coming from tariffs and from other, and that's already the case. You may have seen that goods inflation moved up pretty significantly in the first 2 months of the year. Trying to track that back to actual tariff increases, given what was tariffed and what was not, very, very challenging. So some of it, the answer is clearly some of it. A good part of it is coming from tariffs, but we'll be working, and so will other forecasters, to try to find the best possible way to separate non-tariff inflation from tariff inflation. In terms of your sort of looking through question, too soon to say about that. As I've mentioned, it can be the case that it's appropriate sometimes to look through inflation if it's going to go away quickly without action by us, if it's transitory, and that can be the case in the case of tariff inflation. I think that would depend on the tariff inflation moving through fairly quickly, and it would depend critically as well on inflation expectations being well anchored, longer term inflation expectations.
That was kind of a word salad.
Well, I guess I'm looking at the out years here, and the fact that the policy path doesn't change at all, and inflation is unchanged in the out years also. Doesn't that imply you all have basically decided that there is no signal here, and that it's just we're back to transitory again?
So I think that's kind of the base case. But as I said, we really can't know that.
He called him out on that.
We're going to have to see how things actually work out. And the fact that there wasn't much change, I think that's partly because you see weaker growth but higher inflation. They kind of offset, and also, frankly, a little bit of inertia when it comes to changing something in this highly uncertain environment. I think there is a level of inertia where you just say, maybe I'll stay where I am.
That's actually not that bad. That statement's not that bad. I'll give him that. That's actually positive.
The New York Times. You just described inflation expectations as well anchored, but has your confidence in that assessment changed at all, given the increase in certain measures and the high degree of uncertainty expressed by businesses, households, and forecasters?
So on inflation expectations, of course, we do monitor inflation expectations very, very carefully, basically every source we can find, and short-term, long-term, households, businesses, forecasters, market-based. And I think the picture broadly is this. You do see increases widely in short-term inflation expectations, and people who fill out surveys and answer questionnaires are pointing to tariffs about that. If you look in the survey world, if you look a little further out, you really don't see much in the way of an increase. Longer-term inflation expectations are mostly well anchored. If you look at the New York, for example, then you have market-based, and it's the same pattern. People in markets are pricing in break-evens. Some higher inflation over the next year must be related to tariffs. We know from the surveys, but if you look out 5 years or the 5-year forward, you'll see that break-evens are either flat or actually slightly down in the case of the longer-term one. So we look at that, and we will be watching all of it very, very carefully. We do not take anything for granted. It's at the very heart of our framework, anchored inflation expectations, but that's what you see right now.
Basically saying that there's
put on the deterioration.
There's not a lot of weight on the tariffs, actually.
Surveys. You said recently that this is perhaps not the best indication of future spending, but I'm curious, what you think is behind this deterioration, and to what extent it could be a leading indicator for hard data.
So let's start with the hard data. We do see pretty solid hard data still. So growth looks like it's maybe moderating a bit, consumer spending moderating a bit, but still at a solid pace. Unemployment is 4.1%.
That's good.
Job creation most recently has been at a healthy level.
That's good.
Inflation has started to move up now, we think partly in response to tariffs, and there may be a delay in further progress over the course of this year. So that's the hard data. Overall, it's a solid picture. The survey data.
I will overhear conversations.
Oh, come on.
I ran out of my vape. Do you have another vape?
Bloomberg, you always have
concerns about downside risks. So how do we think about that? And that is the question. As I mentioned the other day, as you pointed out, the relationship between survey data and actual economic activity hasn't been very tight. There have been plenty of times where people are saying very downbeat things about the economy and then going out and buying a new car. But we don't know that will be the case here. We will be watching very carefully for signs of weakness in the real data. Of course we will. But given where we are, we think our policy is in a good place to react to what comes, and we think that the right thing to do is to wait here for greater clarity about what the economy is doing.
Nick Timmeros, The Wall Street Journal. Chair Powell, Chair Greenspan once defined price stability as an environment in which inflation is so low and stable over time that it doesn't materially enter into the decisions of households and firms. Can you say that today, that we have that price stability, that households and businesses are ignoring price growth when you see buy in advance psychology, big changes in inventories, and surveys that show consumers, at least in the short run, expect higher inflation?
So I do like that definition a lot. In fact, I used it at the recent conference where I spoke. So
that's where you got
I
it
think
from.
a world where people can make their daily economic decisions in businesses and they're not having to think about the possibility of significantly high inflation. We know inflation will bounce around. That is price stability. I think we were getting closer and
Markets
closer
are pumping.
to that. I wouldn't say we
Markets
were
are pumping.
The inflation was running around 2.5% for some time. I do think with the arrival of the tariff inflation,
of 350.
Further progress may be delayed. The S&P doesn't really show further downward progress on inflation this year, and that's really due to the tariffs coming in. So delayed, but if you look at our forecasts, we do see ourselves getting back into the low twos in 26 and then down to 2 by 27, of course, highly uncertain. So I see progress having been made toward that, and then progress in the future. I think that progress is probably delayed for the time being.
If that's the case, why are there cuts in the S&P for 2025?
So again, people wrote down
Way to call them out.
cuts
Love him.
last time, and they look at
Hold
they
them
look
accountable.
at and they wrote down meaningful decline in growth.
Dude, he got caught. He got caught right there.
1 to
That was great.
1.7 in 2025, a tick up in the unemployment rate, so not much there. But core inflation up by 0.3, and so those kind of balance each other out. So people, not everybody, but on balance, people wrote down similar numbers. The changes aren't that big. The other factor, though, as I mentioned, is just really high uncertainty. What would you write down? I mean, it's really hard to know.
If you're posing questions to the other guy, you got caught.
And again, we think our policy is in a good place. We think it's a good place where we can move in the direction where we need to. But in the meantime, it's really appropriate to wait for further clarity. And of course, the costs of doing that, given that the economy is still solid, are very low.
Edward.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Edward Lawrence with Fox Business. So,
No,
with
Chuck,
near
he was going off
4%
course. He wasn't
that should
really
be low
answering the
enough to bring
question,
people in
and
from
so
the
he
sidelines
put him back
in
on with
terms of
data.
hiring,
and he's
but
like,
we're
"Oh
seeing
yeah."
the hiring rates have been stuck at 2023, 2024 levels. So what's going on there?
Yeah, so that's a feature that has been for some time a feature of this labor market. You have pretty high participation accounting for aging. You've got wages that are consistent with 2% inflation, assuming that we're going to keep getting relatively high productivity. We've got unemployment, pretty close to its natural level. But the hiring rate is quite low, but so is the layoff rate. So you look at initial claims or layoffs. So you're not seeing people losing their jobs, but you're seeing that people who don't have a job having to wait longer and longer. And, the question is, which way does that break? If we were to see a meaningful increase in layoffs, then that would probably translate fairly quickly into unemployment, because people are, it's not a big hiring market. We've been watching that, and it's just not in the data. It hasn't happened. What we've had is a low firing, low hiring situation, and it seems to be in balance now for the last 6, 7, 8 months. That's where we are. There's healthy levels of job creation.
There is jobs. There's a lot of jobs.
So overall, it's a labor market that's in balance, and we watch it very carefully.
So then, have we seen the new administration's policies in the economic numbers yet? And when do you anticipate that happening?
In labor or in other?
In labor and inflation, just across the economy, have we started to see the new policies take effect in the numbers?
Only in a kind of an early way. I mean, it's only been a few months, right? For example, the layoffs that are happening here are, they're certainly meaningful to the people involved, and they may be meaningful to a particular neighborhood or region or area. But at the national level, they're not significant yet. But we don't know. We don't know how far he's going to get eaten up for that one. I mentioned that you saw we've had two very strong goods inflation readings in the last 2 months, which is very unexpected. I think hard to trace it to specific tariffs, but it must have something to do with.
Yeah, that's positive on tariffs right there, right? Positive,
and that's very possible too. But if it is persistent, then it must be to do with people buying ahead of tariffs or raising prices ahead of tariffs and things like that. That those kinds of things happen, and they're very, very hard to capture because so much of it is indirect. A great example is their washing machines were tariffed in the last round of tariffs, and prices went up. But prices also went up on dryers, which were not tariffed. So the manufacturers just they just kind of followed the crowd and raised it. So things happen very indirectly, And so there'll be a lot of work done in coming months to try to trace all that through. But ultimately, though, it's too soon to be seeing significant effects in economic data.
That's right, Mr. Coomer. At a national level, yeah.
From Bloomberg News. Thanks, Chair Powell. You said transitory price increases from tariffs are the base case. Transitory is the base case. Wasn't it the base case last time? And didn't the FOMC forecast lower inflation ahead last time? And wasn't the lesson that it quickly got into services, haircuts, daycare, everything else? And so I'm just wondering why the 9 aren't taking that on board and are cutting twice this year.
When you say last time, are you talking about the last
pandemic? Yes, during the
because
pandemic.
you could have been talking about the last time there were tariffs, in which case the inflation was transitory. Yeah, no, of course we're well aware of that, and it's still the truth. If there's an inflationary impulse that's going to go away on its own, it's not the right policy to tighten policy, because by the time you have your effect, you're in effect by design, you are lowering economic activity and employment. And if that's not necessary, you don't want to do it. In real time, as we know, it's hard to make that judgment. And we're well aware, of what happened.
Yeah, transitory is another word I hate too.
With the pandemic inflation. But I mean, we have to look at this as a different situation.
Markets are looking good.
Differences and similarities. I mean, it's a different time.
Crypto's looking
we
good.
haven't had real price stability fully reestablished yet, and we have to keep that in mind. And
market's looking good.
We hear that people are very reluctant to take on to allow prices to go up. At the same time, we hear that businesses are intending to pass many of these prices through. So it's hard to say how this is going to work out.
Steve Leisman, CNBC. Thanks for taking my question, Mr. Chairman. The Bank of Canada, in its last policy statement, said monetary policy cannot offset the impacts of a trade war. What it can and must do is ensure that higher prices do not lead to ongoing inflation. I wonder if that kind of reflects your own sense of prioritization faced with higher prices and weaker growth, that the idea is you have to take care of inflation.
So we have two goals, right? We have maximum employment and price stability, and we have to balance those. And, there can be situations in which they're in tension, right? And we actually have a provision in our consensus statement that says what we should do in that case. That's a very challenging situation for any central bank, and certainly for us. And so what we say that we'll do is we'll look how far each of those two goals is from each of those two measures is from its goal. And then we'll ask how long we think it might take to get back to the goal for each of them. And we'll make a judgment, because our tools work in one direction. We're either tightening or loosening. So it's a very challenging situation. Let me say, we don't have that situation right now. That's not where the economy is at all. It's also not where the forecast is. I don't know any mainstream forecasts that really show significant problems like that.
Well, just to follow up, yesterday, the UCLA Anderson forecast said there's high probability of a recession. Where do you stand on whether or not the slowdown you're seeing creates a higher probability or concern that you may have?
Why do you got to ask that question, bro?
There's always an unconditional possibility of a recession. It might be broadly in the range of 1 in 4 at any time. If you look back through the years, it could be within 12 months, a 1 in 4 chance of a recession. So the question is whether this current situation, those possibilities are elevated. I will say this: we don't make such a forecast. If you look at outside forecasts, forecasters have generally raised, a number of them have raised their possibility of a recession somewhat, but still at relatively moderate levels, still in the region of the traditional, because they were extremely low. If you go back 2 months, people were saying that the likelihood of a recession was extremely low. So has moved up, but it's not high.
That's good. I'll give him that. That's good. That's a good response. I'll take that. That's good.
Thank you, Chris Rugaber at Associated Press. As you know, I guess last night, President Trump fired 2 members of the Federal Trade Commission, an independent agency.
Crypto's booming right now.
And this could cause the kind of legal fight about the administration's power to
the
fire
Dow's up
independent
almost
people.
450 points.
If those firings stand, is that a threat to the Fed's independence? Could he do the same thing to the Fed board?
So I think I did answer that question in this very room some time ago, and I no desire to change that answer and have nothing new for you on that today.
Well, well, maybe I'll have another mulligan. As you know, I wanted to go back to the consumer sentiment, particularly the inflation expectations in the University of Michigan survey. In the summer of 2022, you cited the rise in the long-term inflation expectations in that index as the reason that you went big with a 3/4 point hike. So I know you've talked about all the different measures now, but you seem to not be placing the same weight on that. And so I'm just wondering, are you dismissing that, what we saw last week from the University of Michigan, or does that carry the same weight as it did in the past?
That's a good question. I like that.
I mentioned it back then, but in no way did I place a huge weight on it. I think that was a ex post story, but it wasn't the case. That was a preliminary reading, and so is this. And it's also, this is that Michigan, the one you're referring to, the longer term thing. We look at it. We don't dismiss data that we don't like. We force ourselves to look at it, but it is an outlier compared to
too moist, Mike.
Market-based and compared to other survey-based assessments of longer run inflation expectations. So we got to keep that in mind. And I would just say we look at all of them, and that one's kind of an outlier, but nonetheless, we take notice of it.
Michael McKee from Bloomberg Radio and Television. There's a worry on Wall Street that when you say you want to study the net effect of the fiscal policies we may see on the economy, that you would end up waiting too long and be behind the curve in responding to any downturn. How can you reassure people that
That's a good question, too. Damn.
spot a problem early enough unless you decide to be preemptive?
That's a good question. I like that.
Yeah, look, we're aware of it. We're well aware of how things are going to evolve and the timeframes and all that. And we will use our tools to foster achievement of our goals to the best we can.
That's a horrible response.
Of course, we're going to try to be timely with that. For right now, the hard data are pretty solid. We are obviously aware of the soft sentiment data and high uncertainty, and we're watching that carefully. And we think it's a good time for us to wait for further clarity before we consider adjusting our policy stance.
Do you think it's going to be hard to get clarity in a government by tweet? I mean, do you have a feeling that at some point you actually will have a forecast you can trust?
Yes, I think we will. It's hard to say when that will be.
Oh my God, dude! Just called them out on that.
These decisions are going to be made, and they're going to be implemented, and then we'll know. At that point, we'll know what the decisions are, and we'll have to make assessments
your plan's crap,
the
and you're going to have a good
for
plan.
the economy. Those things will happen. A lot of them will happen over the course of in coming months, certainly over the course of this year, and we'll be adapting as we go.
That was a bad response. Oh man, he got caught.
Rachel Siegel from the Washington Post. Thank you for taking our questions. At the beginning, you were talking about separating the signal from the noise and tariff inflation from non-tariff inflation. Can you walk us through what that looked like over the last couple of months, if there were specifics from the January meeting to now that helped you make those distinctions?
So when we say separating the signal from the noise, that's just a way of saying that things are highly uncertain, and that you're reading about developments. The news is full of developments of tariffs being put on and taken off and things like that. Some of that is noise in the sense that it's not really telling you anything. You're trying to extract a signal from that. And the signal is what's going to be the effect on economic activity, on inflation, on employment, and all those things. So that's really when we say signal and noise. Sorry, the second thing was...
or similarly for tariff inflation, non-tariff inflation, ways that you're making the distinction.
That's sort of a special case of that. The idea of
XRP almost back to 253 for XRP.
That the first 2 months of this year are a great example.
Bitcoin almost to 86.
High readings for goods inflation after a string of readings that average close to zero. And you have to ask, it's coming during tariffs, but you can't. It's very hard to actually scientifically go back and match up those increases.
Now, here we go, baby.
I can prove that that's from tariffs, but it kind of has to be to some extent. Plus noise. There can be idiosyncratic readings in various categories, which will shortly reverse, and that happens too, and that could be a big piece of it. I think
the Dow's almost up 500 points. Gosh, dang.
Where that really was from, but that's another case where I think it's going to be very, very challenging to unpack the inflation that we see over the course of this year and be able to say with confidence how much of that came from inflation and how much of it, from
I'm actually going to pause it. I'm done listening to him. He's going to say the same thing over again. I just want to share the screens right now. So as you guys know, I mean, the markets are doing really, really well right now. And it's good to sort of see this come back up. Bitcoin's about to hit 86,000 here again, which is nice to sort of see us get back to the 86,000 marker. Up almost, dude, literally in the last hour, up 2% just after Jerome Powell speaking. You can see XRP back to $2.52. A lot of the markets going back up. Crazy things right here in the actual stock market. You can see right here that the Dow has popped over 400 points, 450 for the Dow. We're over 310 on the NASDAQ and 74 up on S&P 500. So obviously some positive things in the market are looking pretty good. This is actually some pretty good things right here. It says right here, and then you have the negative news right here. FTC commissioner fired by Trump says her ouster should concern markets. Well, I don't know, man. The markets are looking pretty damn good right now after everything that Jerome Powell said was actually, I will say, he was pretty bullish on the economy. There again, he was there was some concern, about like, hey, we're just going to stay the course right now, but there was nothing negative. There was nothing. He didn't say anything about being hawkish. He didn't say anything about, having stagflation. He didn't say anything about that, right? So I got to actually hand it to Jerome Powell. I mean, that's probably one of the better FOMC meeting economic forecasts I've seen out of him in the last forever. I can't tell you last time. That was probably one of the more positive ones. I'm going to be honest, dude. However the market reacts, I don't know. But that was probably one of the more positive ones coming from Jerome Powell. And I think anyone could attest to that who has listened over the years to him speak. So that was probably the most bullish I've ever heard him. I mean, yeah, pretty damn crazy. So it's all back to all-time highs. Let's send it. Is that BTC short still open? No, they closed it yesterday. That BTC short got closed yesterday. They made like $7.9 million off the short. So yeah, you can see right here we're back at the 200-day moving average right here at 85.515 is the 200-day moving average. So we're starting to move back up here for Bitcoin. XRP looking pretty damn good right above. Now jump back above the 50-day moving average. So let's see. I think it's back on. Damn. Yeah, we're pretty far down right there. Skip. Let's just close you. Sorry, I'm trying to close these out real quick. There we go. Yeah, pretty good. Asia market is going to rip after the Bank of Japan rate. Yeah, that's going to be a good one too. Awesome. Also, wait until the Asian markets. I'm excited for the Asian markets. Yeah, we'll probably see a nice little rip coming in here. Hopefully we can sustain. I mean, if we can close the markets here, we got about an hour until the markets close. If we can close above 450, even 400 points, I mean, dude, that'd be phenomenal, dude. So this is actually good. This is some good news coming in here. I felt pretty good. We have a green weekend. If we have a green week, we haven't had a green weekend. And shoot, I couldn't tell you last time we had a green. When was the last time we had a green weekend, guys? Yeah, H-bar is looking pretty good too. Back to almost to 14.5. So that's positive, right? Very, very positive there. I mean, a lot of these things are looking pretty good. So, damn, what a day, dude. Good day. I'm actually feeling pretty good after today. I will admit. It's 4:20 in South Korea right now. Yeah, I think so. We may have a green weekend. I hope so, dude. We're sort of inching closer. We got 2 days till the weekend. Just won 250 with him stating with good afternoon. Oh, we're starting with good. He always starts with the good afternoon, right? Pretty close. So this momentum would be nice if we can keep this momentum going. So yeah, 466, dude. If we can get back up to 500 points, man. Oof. Gorilla is coming in hot with the $4.99 super chat here. North Koreans market will buy all the XRP. Watch out, guys. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat here. I mean, dude, they might come hack all the XRP ledgers out there. So just be careful. You know what I mean? The weekend's never green, unfortunately. It feels like that. Yeah. Watch a meme coin rug ruin this. I know, right? All of a sudden, there's going to be like some crazy meme coin gets launched and gets rugged out here like tomorrow. Best community, A-Team strong. Appreciate you, Seiko, dude. As always, man. Thank you so much for all that you do. Westby playing, what's up, bud? Weather's calling my name. Daddy needs money for a new motorcycle. All right, dude. Which meme coin rug pull is coming next? I know. It kind of feels like that, right? When you get some positive news, some positive momentum, something crazy happens, right? something crazy happens. But yeah, we're still around, dude. It would be nice if we can get back to like 86. I mean, the hour chart on Bitcoin is looking really good. The hour just turned over. You got to think the hour just turned over at noon. So, you know, we had a nice look at that. Look at that hour chart right there. Gosh, dang, that looks good, dude. Same with XRP. Look at that hour. Boom, came back down. Now we're working our way back up. Hopefully, we can get back up here into the 260 marker. Challenge that again. Thanks, awesome. Peace. All right, Texas made Randy. Appreciate you being here. Love you been keeping up with all the news coming out of Japan. Huge year. Oh, have it? I mean, we've talked about it. I've looked at it, but again, like I can't ever like really confirm if that's like true or not. So I kind of like stay away from it. Bernie Sanders dropping his meme coin. Austin, I bet getting X followers from you about twice a day. Do you really? There's so many people out there. It's so weird to me, dude. What does the blue and yellow mean on your charts? Oh, these are just volume. These are just levels of support where volumes came in at these levels across, like, you know, so like let's just say this level right here at 251. On that level right there, 251, that just shows you the like levels of support and resistance. When do you think you'll feel comfortable putting your XRP on Pure Wallet? I think you could do it right now, dude. You could do it right now. You could put XRP on Pure Wallet. You know, I would move a little bit over there and get a good feel for it. But yeah, I think XRP can move over to. I have XRP on my Pure Wallet right now. Let's see how much I have on it. I don't remember how much I have on it. They got like $25. I moved it over there to test it, and yeah, it works, dude. So yeah, and you can send it back to exchanges as well. So which one is support and resistance? Oh, just, you know, so you have support. So anytime you see like, so like we'll just zoom in here on, let's just go to like let's go like the 4 hour chart here. When you're zooming in on this one, you're trying to find your levels of support. So support is going to be what it falls back down to. So like, you know, you can see right here on 231. So at 231, there's a major level of support, meaning that like there's a big amount of volume sitting at this level. So it's going to come down and probably rest along this level right here if it comes back down. You can see this fair value gap right here at 239, 240 is a nice little level of support as well. 245 is a level of support. These are all levels that you can see. And then resistance is when it's trying to build up. You can see that right here at this 255 marker, you can see where we've bounced back down off of this. We've hit this area twice now. It's probably roughly around, looks like it's like 256, somewhere around this like 256 marker is where there's a lot of resistance because we've hit it twice now and we bounced down off of it. So you got to take that into consideration when you're looking at these. So support is below, resistance above. Austin and the Pure Wallet is like Satoshi for BTC. Hey man, how about a H-bar on the Pure Wallet? H-bar on the Pure Wallet is going to be coming here shortly, dude. So I'm pretty excited about H-bar getting on the Pure Wallet. So yeah, excited about that. Excited that Pure Wallet's going to be at the Bitcoin conference in Vegas this year. So Bitcoin 2025, Pure Wallet got approved by the Bitcoin committee. So they had a big meeting. You have to meet with all sponsors have to meet with the team and present, and they determine if you are a good enough project to move forward to get a sponsorship with them. And so it's cool that Pure Wallet did. So that's freaking awesome. Austin, do you recommend any books to learn this stuff, reading charts and such? No, I just do it online, bro. Yeah. So yeah, super excited about that. It will not let me buy the cold premium on Pure Wallet. Have you bought it, Austin? Yeah, I did buy it. Did you update? You got to, Travis, you got to go and update there's a new update that just came out. So go update your wallet, bro. Love me some Pure Wallet. Yeah, there's an update that came out yesterday. You got to go into the app section and click on it, and there's a new update. Do you buy XRP? Yeah, I buy XRP. What's Pure Wallet? Pure Wallet is a new wallet that is coming out. It's a new non-custodial wallet, and they have a pre-sale for their token right now at purewallet.ai. It's basically an offline. It's a cold storage offline and a hot wallet all on your phone. So something completely new to the space. The space doesn't have something like it. So that's what it is over here on TikTok. What exchange do you buy XRP from? Coinbase. Coinbase is where I buy it. Let's see here. Added the Pure Wallet symbol to the subscribers tokens. Oh, I guess I could. Yeah, the Pure Wallet, the PWT. Here comes the dump. Is it coming down now? Dude, we're almost about to break 86 right now for Bitcoin, dude. Look at that. 85950. Dude, we're about to break 86 right now for Bitcoin, dude. Let's do it, dude. 86K. Did it hit 86? Almost hit 86, dude. I think it almost hit it. Looks like it hit right at 85,946. Yeah, stock market is back. Dude, look at that. 550 for the Dow, dude. The Dow's up 550 points. The S&P 500 is up 93, and the Nasdaq's almost at 400 points. Damn, dude, the markets are loving this right now, dude. People are definitely coming back in. More bullish than bearish right now, that's for sure. You think XRP will drop to $2 again? 254 for XRP? Yeah, XRP is sitting here around 254. 87 Bitcoin income, you think so? XRPK is driving all crypto prices. I think that definitely helped. I think it definitely helped. A 96K Bitcoin would be fantastic. If we just see a massive surge. A massive surge. Yeah, it'd be pretty badass. What's love got to do with it? Oh, that's a good song, actually. That's a good song. But all right, guys, I gotta hop off. I gotta actually pick up the kiddos. They get out of school early today. I've been on here for 2 hours, 10 minutes. Really, really good live, dude. Very, very good things today. I couldn't be more. Today just feels like a really, really good day. We haven't had such good news, and I feel like a long time. I feel like it's just been negative news after negative news after negative news. And I just want to say that it finally feels like maybe we've seen the bottom. I don't know. I can't 100% predict that, but I feel like we can carry some momentum here. So I hope we just continue with the momentum. We continue building. Things continue to get better. One thing I will say is, don't buy on green days. Obviously, people are buying right now, but green days are the days that hurt a lot of people. So hopefully, you were able to buy back in. A couple of days ago before all this, because these markets could come back down. Whenever there's a pump, there could be a little bit of a dump. So just be prepared for that. And tomorrow I'll be back on here live. I'll have Dr. DGen on here. We'll talk about the dot chart and everything like that, and he'll be able to give you more of a professor's outlook, an economics professor's outlook on where he thinks things are going. So with all that, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Seiko Hunt, thank you so much for the song. Everyone who donated to the channel or super chatted the channel, thank you so much. All the new members, welcome. Everyone here on TikTok, thank you guys so much for kicking it with me today. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Throw some dudes up in the chat for me. And with all that, we're out. Love you guys. Peace out.